There was ruckus in the parliament as opposition MPs tore up copies of the Constitution Amendment Bill, flinging them on the face of Home Minister Amit Shah, who was introducing it in Lok Sabha. The centre sees the bill as a crackdown on corrupt politicians. Amid the entire pandemonium, Marshals were deployed to control proceedings as opposition members raised slogans. The proposed bill states that if a Prime Minister, a Union Minister, a Chief Minister or a Minister is arrested or detained on serious criminal charges for 30 consecutive days, they must resign on the 31st day or can be removed by the Governor or CM depending upon the post in question. One of the conditions states that the offence for which they are held must be punishable by imprisonment for 5 years or more. The bill seeks to amend Article 75, 164 and 239 AA of the Constitution for providing a legal framework for removal of Prime Minister or a Union Minister or CM or a State Minister. The bills finally ended up in the Joint Parliamentary Committee. A dismissed minister, CM or PM, can be appointed again after their release from custody.
भारत के संविधान का संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक को पुनर्स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी जाए। महोदय, मैं प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि जम्मू कश्मीर पुनर्गठन अधिनियम 2019 का संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक को पुनर्स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी जाए। महोदय, मैं प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि संघ राज्य क्षेत्र शासन अधिनियम 1963 का संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक को पुनर्स्थापित करने की मंजूरी दी जाए।
There was a fiery war of words between Congress leader K.C. Venugopal and Home Minister Amit Shah on the bill and morality of accused ministers.
Can I ask a question to the Honorable Home Minister? When he was the Home Minister of Gujarat, he had been arrested, sir. Whether he took the morality of that point of time?
ये विषय नहीं है, गृहमंत्री जी।
आप मुझे सुनो जरा, मुझे सुनो,
गृहमंत्री जी,
मुझे सुनो ना, पहले बैठ जाओ।
हाँ, गृहमंत्री जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, मैं रिकॉर्ड क्लियर करना चाहता हूं। मुझ पर झूठे आरोप लगाए तब अरेस्ट होने के पहले मैंने नैतिकता के मूल्यों का हवाला देकर इस्तीफा भी दिया और जब तक मैं कोर्ट से निर्देश नहीं हुआ, कोई संविधान पद मैंने स्वीकार नहीं किया। ये क्या सिखाते हैं नैतिकता में?
So how is this a change from existing laws? What is the big change? At present, there is no constitutional provision for removal of PM, CM or ministers due to arrest or detention. In the new bill, ministers can be sacked even before they are pronounced guilty. Mandatory automatic removal after 30 days of imprisonment. Bill doesn't keep onus of resignation on convicted netas on moral grounds, but creates a legal provision for it. Opposition says that sacking anyone over mere arrest, even before they are proven guilty, is against the Constitution. They say that the legislation will be used to destabilize opposition ruled states through arbitrary arrests of ministers and chief ministers through use of probe agencies like ED.
There is a lot of action going on. You must have heard, and I'm sure all of you have heard, of the new bill that the BJP is proposing. We are going back to medieval times when the king could just remove anybody at will. There's no concept of what an elected person is. He doesn't like your face, so he tells ED, put a case, and then democratically elected person is wiped out within 30 days. This is new.
मुख्यमंत्री को हटाना है तो असेंबली में हटाते हैं। अब आप मेरे को ये बताइए कि BNSS में इतने ऐसे सेक्शंस हैं कि किसी को भी आप एक सेक्शन लगा दीजिए 5 साल के ऊपर का, तो लाजमी है वो 30 दिन के अंदर, 30 अंदर बीएनएस में यह है कि 90 डेज तक पुलिस कस्टडी ले सकती है। तो ये मेरे ख्याल से ये 1930 का गेस्टापो मूवमेंट हम भारत में देख रहे हैं।
Breaking away from the party line, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor said that the proposed bill is reasonable.
No, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know those bills well enough to give you a comment. On the face of it, it seems reasonable that anyone who does anything wrong should be liable to punishment and should not be holding a high constitutional office or a political office. I think that makes sense.
What was the need for such an amendment and how can it play out? In 2024, AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal spent 6 months in jail before being granted bail in the liquor policy case. During the 6 months, he ran the government from jail. It was only after he got bail that he stepped down. If the new bills were in place, Kejriwal would have been automatically removed as chief minister on the 31st day of his arrest. So who are the leaders who did not quit on moral grounds after being detained on serious charges? V. Senthil Balaji, former Tamil Nadu minister, jailed for money laundering for 471 days before he quit. Arvind Kejriwal, former Delhi CM, jailed for 6 months in liquor excise policy case. Satyendra Jain, former Delhi minister, jailed for 900 days for money laundering. So, this is one part. But there is also another aspect, and before I introduce my guests, this is something which Supreme Court has been saying to ED. After 5-6 years of custody, if people are acquitted, who takes responsibility? You have to act within the four corners of law. Prolonged incarceration amounts to virtual conviction. So the big question, is it a crackdown on corruption or the opposition? Second question, will this lead to weaponization of agencies like ED and CBI? On this issue, I am joined by Jasmine Zandawalia, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party, Suleiman Mohammad Khan, spokesperson Congress, Professor Anwar Pasha, spokesperson RJD, Savio Rodriguez, political analyst, KV Prasad, senior journalist. I'll straight away go to Jasmine Zandawalia, spokesperson BJP. Madam, is this a kill bill for the opposition or kill bill for the corruption?
I think it's a kill bill for the corruption, and the nation should really welcome this move because, after all, if you look at the history of corrupt politicians who have been acquitted, it's dismissal. And we have to understand, and a chief minister or a minister or a senior government representative in a constitutional post is mired in corruption, or there is a case going on against them, they do misuse their office and nothing really happens. And for years and years, CBI and ED keeps making downroads into the courts and all. And I think this is a really a big game changer in the politics, in the democracy of this nation. And we in the BJP are going to feel very proud of it that we have implemented it, because why should a chief minister who has serious allegations against him and is in custody not be removed from the office? And we are saying that he's removed from the office if he's acquitted, then the law is going to be different. But for heaven's sake, if somebody, even the Prime Minister's office is coming in the gamut of this, and it will curtail down corruption to a great extent, and we welcome this bill.
Okay.
Yes, but the opposition is not liking it because they understand what they have been doing.
Okay, so you welcome the bill. Suleiman Mohammad Khan, is it the kill bill for the opposition or is the kill bill for the corruption? Prime Minister is also under the ambit of this bill.
You know, the golden principle of criminal law is that you are, presumed to be innocent until and unless you are proven guilty. This is the golden principle of criminal jurisprudence. Now, this bill has actually turned the criminal jurisprudence or the basic principle of criminal law, on its head. Now, there is a due process. An FIR is registered, then an investigation goes on. Then if the investigating officer wants to arrest, he can or she can arrest. Then if the case is made out, a charge sheet will be filed. Then the charges will be framed. And when the charges are being framed, the accused are being asked by the judge that you want to admit your guilt, or you want to admit that you are not guilty and face trial. So generally all the accused say we are not admitting our guilt and we want to face trial. then the case starts. Till the time he's convicted, he's innocent. Now, what this bill is doing, that if you are in custody for 30 days, you are being removed, like you are guilty. Even I'll try to, tell one more provision, Section 8, subclause 3 of Representations of People's Act, which says that a person who is an MLA or an MP or an elected representative, if gets convicted and sentenced for 2 years or more, then he get disqualified. So there is a special law for politicians